In this problem, we'll look at a triangle. We're given that the base of a triangle is 6 centimeters greater than twice the height. The area is 28 square centimeters. We're asked to find the height and the base. We're also given in this case a diagram. So when we move to our familiarize step, we don't need to draw a diagram. We're also given labeled that the height is h. The base is described for us as 6 more than twice the height. So our familiarize step, all that's really left for us to do is to recall the area of a triangle. The formula for the area of a triangle is 1/2 times the base times the height. Be sure that is 1/2 times the base times the height. So when we translate, we can simply substitute our expression for the base, 2h plus 6, our expression for the height, and we would have an equation. So let's translate step 2. The area, when we were given that the area was 28 square centimeters, so we write 28 equals 1/2 times the base, which is 2h plus 6, times the height, which is h. So we have an equation we can solve. We can move to step 3, and that is to solve the equation. We want to solve 28 equals 1/2 times 2h plus 6 times h. The first thing we want to do is simplify. And I notice, we can do this in different order, but I notice that 1/2, if I multiply 1/2 times 2h plus 6, I wouldn't have any fractions left. So I'm going to do that first. All right, 28 equals 1/2 times 2h would be h, plus 1/2 times 6 would be 3, and I still have that multiplied by h. Then I multiply this through, and I have 28 equals h squared plus 3h. And I subtract 28 from both sides. I want to get 0 on one side of the equation. 0 equals h squared plus 3h minus 28. And then I factor. Get 0 equals h is going to be the first term in both binomial factors. My second terms will be found by considering numbers that are products, that their product is negative 28 and their sum is 3. And that would be 7 and negative 4. So I have plus 7 minus 4. Now I have a product at 0, so I can set each factor equal to 0. Using the principle of zero products, I have h plus 7 equals 0, or h minus 4 equals 0. Subtracting 7 from both sides here, I get h equals negative 7, or adding 4 here on both sides, I get h equals 4. Now I'm ready for my next step, and that is to check. I had as possibilities h equals negative 7 or h equals 4. Before I would think about checking these in the area, I need to think, what am I dealing with? I'm dealing with a triangle with dimensions, with lengths and heights of base, and I don't need a negative number, doesn't make sense in that context. So this one I don't even have to check because a negative number wouldn't make sense. What about a height of 4? Well, if h is 4, then the base, which as you recall was 2 times the height plus 6, would be 2 times 4 plus 6, which is 8 plus 6, or 14. Now the area would be 1/2 times the base times the height, which is 7 times 4, which is 28. So that checks. So my answer then could be stated as the height is 4 centimeters and the base is 14 centimeters. And notice that I answered my question completely because I was asked to find both the height and the base.